Good morning. Happy Saturday. I haven't talked to you guys live for a while. I mean, I used to go live all the time, and I just feel like I don't go live enough anymore. I think I've just been trying to do too many things, and I just haven't been going live. I need to do it more. So just I don't know. I was drinking my coffee and decided I just wanted to come on and chat. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you guys the last time I went live, um, all the functions on my computer. Since this is a fairly new computer, I don't always see comments as they're happening. So if I miss anybody's comments, I'll go back later and reply to you. You can see Oakley sleeping on the bed, the office bed. He's tired. We were up at 4:30 this morning. Lovely, right? So if you watched my stories this morning, I'm in a different shirt. And that is because I had black on and I realized in my stories that I have dog hair all over me. I mean, it happens. He has white hair and pretty much everything in our house is covered in dog hair. So um, I thought it looked really bad. So I thought I probably better put on a different shirt today. So anyway, that's why I'm wearing something different than the stories that I was sharing with you this morning. So if you if you watched my stories this morning, you already know this, but I just have to tell you guys this because it's how my day started. You guys know that we always go on a morning WALK. I don't want to say that word because I he's very calm right now. I don't want him to think we're going somewhere or doing something. So anyway, this morning I was all by myself to take him because my hubby went camping this weekend. So he was, camping last night. He wasn't here this morning to go with us. It's usually a family event when we go. So, of all mornings, of all mornings, he decided to poop on our WALK. Ah, unbelievable. So, I mean, it's hard enough just managing him because he's so big and so strong. We actually put two leashes on him just in case he sees something that he gets excited about. He gets excited when he sees the neighbor's dogs. He gets excited if he sees a cat or a squirrel or a rabbit or anything. So, um, we just have to make sure we've got a good control of him. So, anyway, we're just walking along and he decides to just poop. So, of course, we always take a poop bag with us because people don't like it when you let your dog poop in their yard and you don't pick it up. Just so you know, all of you dog owners out there, I'm sure you know this, but if you don't know this, it's not okay to do that. Same thing with going to a park. You cannot let your dog poop in a public area and not pick it up. It's just not okay. So anyway, we always have a poop bag with us. So this morning it was probably pretty comical. It was early, so hopefully nobody was watching me, but I am trying to manage him with both leashes and at the same time get the poop bag out of my pocket and scoop up all of his poop, which he has big poop. Trying to manage him, pick up the poop, it was just a deal. I'm telling you, of all times for him to do that, I mean, he never does that. But anyway, that's my funny story for the morning. It was I don't know, it was a deal. So anyway, so I'm not fasting today, mostly because I usually, well, for years I've done intermittent fasting where, I fast for like 16 to 18 hours every day, skip breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner, and then start fasting again. Um, Right now I'm on antibiotics, which I'll explain that later, but um, 3 times a day, which means I need to eat food 3 times a day with my pills. So I'm like, you know what, until I'm done with these, I'm just not even going to worry about any kind of fasting or anything. So I'm just not doing it. So, anyway, so today my coffee is a little different than other mornings. A lot of times I drink it black if I am still fasting. I can still put my collagen in there. That doesn't really affect too much. But this morning I have collagen, stevia, and unsweetened almond milk. So it's actually pretty good. But I don't mind drinking my coffee black. Um, so you guys have been following me for a while. I've kind of, I was keto and then kind of transitioned to a ketovore carnivore eating plan. So, obviously, if you're following a carnivore diet, you're not going to put any of those things in here except for the collagen. Collagen is okay, but stevia, unsweetened almond milk, those you wouldn't use those. But I consider myself ketovore, which is a combination of keto and carnivore. But I can still have other foods that are considered keto. So that's why sometimes I put a little stevia in my coffee, a little unsweetened almond milk. So, anyway, just in case you were wondering what's in my coffee this morning. So, I feel like I haven't really gone live much lately. I've been really inactive lately. I mean, I still do my stories pretty regularly. Sometimes I kind of shy away from those too. Um, I gotta be honest, there's a lot of haters out there. People who share their journey know what I'm talking about. There's people that hate you because you are trying to be healthy and motivate other people, and they just don't want to be motivated. It's been a little frustrating. I've actually had people tell me that, they hate it when they see me working out. They hate it when they see me trying to eat healthy. It's a little frustrating, but all I can say is if you don't like to see the things that I'm sharing, then you can certainly unfollow me. I mean, my goal is not to make anybody feel bad. I don't want to make you feel guilty because you're not exercising. It's all really just trying to motivate and inspire people. So, I kind of, for a little while, I wasn't wanting to share my workouts. I wasn't wanting to share, you know, sorry, my internet freezes a lot. I wasn't wanting to share my healthy eating just because I've had a few people who have been very negative, very angry and hateful towards me. Um, just saying, I hate it when I see you exercise. It makes me feel bad. I don't want to see it. Well, if you don't want to see it, you don't have to follow me, you know? But it still makes me feel bad. I've had people, even just, there's people in my own community who do follow me. And so, when they are out in public and they see me and perhaps they're eating something that is not considered healthy, then they get freaked out because they think just because I try to eat healthy all the time that I think that they're bad or I'm judging them for eating a cookie or something. That's not true. I don't, if you want to eat the cookie, eat the cookie. you know. I had one girl actually, say that she hates it when she sees me out in public. Sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not perfect by any means. Like I said, my goal is just to try to motivate, encourage, inspire people to just make healthier choices for their life. But I still eat things that I shouldn't be eating. I still drink alcohol at times. I'm not perfect. And so it made me feel really bad when this girl said this, that she hates seeing me out in public. I think that, it's just that every time I see her, she thinks that I'm judging her for what she's eating, what she's drinking, and I am not. I do days where I do high carb, what you call cheat days. I don't really like to I don't really like to use that word because I don't really feel like I'm cheating because usually if I have like a high carb day, it will be planned. It's not really that I'm cheating on anything. It's just that it's just that it's a planned planned high carb day. So, but I mean, I eat those things too. I just don't eat them every day. So when I see someone else eating those things, I'm not judging. Um, so I don't know. It's just that's kind of part of why I haven't really been very active lately. I don't know. I'm getting myself back together, mentally, emotionally, just everything. Just, sometimes you just have to say, "Hey, there are haters out there. There are people who get really pissed off at you because you are trying to be healthy, you know, um, just, make good decisions, but you just gotta, those people are angry at you because they they want to make healthy decisions. They're just struggling with it. So anyway, enough about that. I'm not going to talk all morning about haters because that's why they do what they do. They hate on you and then make you feel bad. So anyway, okay, so just a few updates that I want to tell you guys about because with this I don't know what you would call it. I'm not a new mission, not a new, just I'm recharged. I feel recharged. Maybe that's a good thing to say. So I'm making some changes. I'm just trying to do some different things. I will say that I'm on TikTok, but I don't know. I don't know how people do it. I struggle with trying to create creative videos. I don't know how people do it. So I don't know. I'm on there, but not really that active. Um, I spend a lot of time on Instagram. I spend a lot of time in my stories. I share most everything in my stories. I have a, sorry, there I go freezing again. I have an online keto community where basically it's just me sharing my own experiences, trying to motivate and inspire people. It's a private community. Um, so if you are interested in starting keto or just learning about keto, then you definitely are welcome to join my keto community. Um, I decided that for next month I'm going to do like a 5 day. I'm just calling it a keto crash course. Um, I don't know. I'll post more information about it later, maybe this weekend. I'll like create an event or something with the details. But if you want to learn anything about keto, then you are welcome to join that. It is going to be a 5 day information event. And then the other thing that is the most new, brand new, exciting thing that I am starting is I am creating a YouTube channel. Um, I don't know if it's gonna be, I don't know, safer from people who hate. I'm not sure exactly. I don't know what my expectation is, but it just seems like, I don't know, I'm curious about it. So I've created a YouTube channel. I'm going to start doing YouTube videos. Just, I don't know yet, various things. It might be, me in the kitchen making food. It might be exercise. It might be just what my days look like. I don't really know what it's going to look like yet, but anyway, I'm creating a YouTube channel, so I will post a link. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel because the way I understand it, YouTube is all about getting subscribers. So anyway, I'll post a link to my YouTube channel. I'm probably gonna do maybe, I don't know, maybe my first video today. I'm not sure. So anyway, that is my kind of new stuff. The YouTube channel thing is really the most new thing that I'm actually excited about it. I'm excited to make some videos and see if sharing that way is a little, I don't know, feels better. I don't know. So anyway, the other thing that I want to talk about, so I know I mentioned this in my stories, I don't know, a few weeks ago. So I'm always posting about going to doctor's appointments, but I don't always share why I'm going to doctor's appointments. And so a few weeks ago, I had several people actually message me just asking if I was okay because of all of the doctor's appointments that I share that I'm going to. So I thought, gosh, I probably should explain what's going on. But it just seemed like too much to share in my stories. So I decided I'm going to talk about that this morning too. I know I mentioned that I would go live at some point and explain all of the stuff that's been going on. But um, so, for, just regular doctor's appointments, I mean, I do just, basically my regular annual stuff. I know I did a video not that long ago about, getting all of your stuff done that you're supposed to get done every year. So, I always go for an annual checkup. I always do, like, you're supposed to go to the dentist every 6 months. You're supposed to go to the eye doctor every year at least. So of course I do that. And then I have hypothyroidism. So for those of you who have a thyroid disorder, I love you. It is a struggle, man. I tell you. I send you a big, big, big hug through this computer because I get it. It's been it's been a struggle bus for me with the thyroid thing lately. Um, I always get my thyroid labs checked every 6 months, just to see if my medications need to be adjusted. Um, and so, yeah, I'll just leave that at that for now. So, I do my annual visits, but then I also do an every 6 month visit to do my thyroid, adjust my meds and that stuff. Um, then I go to the dermatologist and do regular skin checks. So, I had a little bit of a scare with the skin thing. I have a lot of moles and weird skin stuff. So it's a regular thing that I go to the dermatologist. So, I mean, as far as like, okay, so I just have to tell you guys this because, I mean, the eyes and the dental stuff, that's pretty regular, normal stuff. But I don't have any dental issues. I have good teeth. And oh, by the way, I've been using these whitening strips. They're like all natural whitening strips that do not make your teeth hurt. Um, and I can't remember. I'll put the link. I can't remember what they're called right now. It's like Lumino Essentials or something like that. But anyway, that's all I need to say about the teeth stuff. Um, my eyes. So I know I've talked about this in my stories before, but apparently when you get in your 40s, your vision kind of goes to, in the toilet. It just, your eyes change. So that has happened to me. I've worn contact lenses for years, years and years and years. And then I got into my 40s, and then I realized that I got into my 40s and realized that, okay, I'm wearing my contacts, but I can't read my phone. I can see far away, but I can't see anything in front of me. So um, that's been frustrating. So um, started wearing readers, which is very annoying to have readers with you all the time. Um, it's very annoying to have your contact lenses in your eyes and then still have to put glasses on to read. So this year when I went to my eye doctor appointment, she switched my contact lenses to these. They're like multifocal contact lenses. I don't know if anybody out there has been using them, but they're pretty awesome. They're your regular contact lenses, but then they have like some kind of a, like, I don't know if it's really a bifocal thing, but they've got another, I don't know, another strength built into them to help you be able to read close up. So that's been exciting. I still have to put my readers on every once in a while, but that's been good. So and then as far as my skin goes, a couple years ago I had a skin biopsy and it came back severely atypical, which then I had to go see a plastic surgeon and I had to have it removed, a bigger chunk out of my leg removed, and tested. And they got it all, but they did say that if I had not caught it, it would have turned into melanoma. So that was terrifying. I cried. I cried a lot because it scared me so bad because I'm one of those people who has always loved to be in the sun. I've had a lot of sunburns in my life. Um, so that was really scary. So I've been doing every 6 month skin checks with the dermatologist. She's done a lot of biopsies Um, Sorry, my internet keeps freezing. Ugh. She's done a lot of biopsies on me. These days, you may notice, like if I'm doing a workout video or something and I have a crop top on, I have these ugly, disgusting biopsy marks on my stomach. I hate them. It actually looks like scars from, it almost looks like someone put their cigarettes out on my belly or something, and then I have scars from them. They look terrible. Excuse me. But anyway, I've had a lot of biopsies done lately. There haven't been any that have come back, super abnormal. So she did tell me this year that I can switch to just coming in once a year. So that decreases that. um, my thyroid is another issue. So I think it was in December, I had my thyroid checked. It was doing pretty good. I hadn't had to adjust my meds for a while. And then in June, I had them rechecked again, and my numbers doubled. And so I had to increase my medication. I've been so tired. Like every single day of my life is exhausting. I have just this chronic fatigue that I just cannot get rid of. It's awful. It doesn't matter how much coffee or how much, energy stuff I use. It's awful. It's hard to just get through the day sometimes because my fatigue is so bad. And that's one of the things that, happens when your thyroid is not working right. So at that time, my doctor increased my thyroid medication, and now I have to go back again. Actually, next week, I'm going back to get the labs rechecked again, see where my numbers are, see if my meds need to be changed anymore. I don't know, the way I've been feeling, the way I've been feeling lately, I don't even feel like it's done any good because I'm so tired all the time. But I did find a thyroid supplement online that had a lot of really good reviews. It doesn't replace your medication, it just kind of supports your thyroid. So started taking that a couple weeks ago. Um, I don't know. I can't really say that I can tell a difference. I still feel the same. I feel the same as I have. So I don't know. We'll see. But at one point, I thought that maybe it was related to doing fasting because, if you're not eating enough, if you're not getting enough protein and fat in your diet, then it has an impact on your thyroid. um, especially fat. I don't think that people understand that you have to eat enough fat to support your hormones. Um, so I don't know. I've been doing intermittent fasting for years. I don't know, like maybe 3 or 4 years, where I just do like 16 to 18-hour fasts every day. Um, but then I had been trying to incorporate 24-hour, 36-hour, 60-hour fasts, and I'm just not doing that anymore. For a while, I stopped doing any fasting at all, thinking maybe that was part of what was affecting my thyroid and making my labs worse. Um, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. Um, so anyway, I have recently gone back to just doing intermittent fasting and skipping breakfast because I feel a little better. Like physically, I feel better when I'm not like just stuffed and full all the time. So, um, but I'm not ever going to do any more extended fasting. I think that probably 16 to 18 hours is probably the maximum that I should go. So anyway, we'll see what my labs show next week for my thyroid. And if she has to increase my medicine, so be it. I just want my energy back. So then the other thing, okay, so this is going to be kind of a weird, shocking discussion because I haven't really told anybody about this except for my husband and just a couple other people. Um, so when I went in for my annual labs in June, um, to get my thyroid checked and all of my other labs checked, um, so my complete blood count had some weird stuff. Basically, it showed that I had too many red blood cells. So they call it erythrocytosis. Um, so I had too many red blood cells, and my doctor, just looking back at the past years of my blood work, um, I had that abnormal lab was gradually increasing every year since 2017. So she was concerned. So she ordered some more blood work. We did a blood smear. Um, the results came back a little scary. There was a differential diagnosis, which that just means that they're kind of suspecting that this is what it is. They're not actually diagnosing you with it, but that's the diagnosis they're trying to rule out, and they think that's, what it might be. So, my differential diagnosis was polycythemia. Sorry, my internet froze again. Polycythemia vera, which I had not really heard a lot about that before until I potentially had that diagnosis. It is a rare genetic disorder, and it's actually considered blood cancer. So I had a lot of days of crying, just crying. And I did what everybody does. And even as a nurse, I will tell you that even as a nurse, things like that are scary when it is you. So, I started doing some research about it, and it was a little overwhelming, a little scary. And I had to go see a hematologist, which is a blood doctor, um, just to follow up on that and see if that was actually what I had. So, obviously, when you go see a specialist, you have to wait like weeks, sometimes months to get in. So, it was like this long wait that I had. It was a few weeks before I could go see him. he ended up doing um, he ended up doing a blood test to actually see if I had the genetic mutation that indicates that condition. Thankfully, it came back negative. So it came back saying that no, I do not have that condition. I was so relieved. Um, we really don't know why my red blood cells have been elevated consistently year after year. Um, Possibly, maybe we talked about that, maybe because I was just dehydrated every time I had my blood drawn. Seems a little weird that every single time I had my blood drawn that I would be dehydrated, but I don't know. So anyway, he told me that I just need to continue to monitor my um, I just need to continue to monitor my blood. So the good news is I don't have that scary blood cancer condition that I thought I was being diagnosed with. That was a relief. Not really sure what's causing it. So anyway, there's that. I'm basically just trying to drink more water. I mean, I've always kind of focused on drinking plenty of water, but I'm trying to drink even more water now because, one of the things with the elevated red blood cells is you can have an increased risk for blood clots. So, um, I don't know, I'm just trying to stay hydrated, and I do also have to have that blood rechecked again next week when I get my thyroid checked. So I'm hoping that the results are normal. So maybe it was just I don't know, a weird thing. But anyway, there's that. So then that's not it. So I'm explaining to you guys why I've had so many doctor's appointments over the last, few months. There's been a lot going on. So, a few years ago, it's been quite a few years ago, I had no surgery done. I had a deviated septum. I had just a lot of congestion in my nose. So I had that surgery done. Um, I don't know, opened up my nose a little bit so I could breathe better, but it never took care of my congestion. I've always had issues with it. Um, I guess over probably, I'm gonna say, like probably the last 4 or 5 years, I have just had this chronic nose congestion that will not go away. It doesn't matter what nose sprays I use, what over the counter medications, what prescription medications. I mean, all kinds of stuff that we've tried. Um, to get my nose figured out. And I'm going to spare you the really disgusting details of what I've been going through because it's been really, really, uh, it's been really gross. I mean, like, gross. So I'm not going to tell you about the symptoms that I was having. Um, but I will tell you that I finally went to my ENT doctor. I hadn't been to the ENT doctor for years because I had my surgery and then it's like, okay, everything's fine. I talked to my family doctor lots of times about my nose symptoms. And we just thought, it was like maybe allergies or it was just, we never really investigated or pursued things. So went to my ENT doctor to follow up, and he did a nose culture, which is not fun, by the way. I mean, it, there's worse things. But so anyway, he did a nose culture, and it came back to show that I had a staph infection in my nose. So he said that it was very likely that I had had that infection for a long time, potentially years. And it was just my symptoms were getting worse and worse and worse every year. So it was just getting worse and worse. So pretty much the entire month of July was miserable for me because I was on, he just really wanted to blast this infection. So he put me on a 3-week course of antibiotics, a pretty strong antibiotic, and it made me miserable. Um, the side effects were awful. I had daily headaches as a side effect. I was even more tired and exhausted than I had been. Um, it was just a lot of weird side effects that just made me absolutely miserable. And so then I finished my 3-week course of antibiotics. The day after I finished my antibiotics, I went in to see him and he did another nose culture. It came it came back negative. And I don't know if that was just because I had just finished the antibiotics the day before and it hadn't had a chance to show up again. I don't know. I also had an antibiotic ointment I was putting in my nose twice a day too. So I don't know. I don't know. It's weird that that came back negative because my symptoms were improved. And then after I finished those antibiotics, it was probably a week later, I started getting those same horrible symptoms again. So I was like, I'm gonna have to live with this crap for the rest of my life, and it sucks. So anyway, I went back to see him again. He did another nose culture. This time it came back again positive for staph infection. And when they did the susceptibility test to see which antibiotics that bacteria was, sensitive to, it was weird because this time it showed that it was resistant to the antibiotic that I had taken for 3 weeks. The previous test showed that it was sensitive to it. That's why he gave it to me. Now it showed that it was resistant to it. So frustrating as hell, I'm telling you. Um, so that leads me to today. I am again on antibiotics. I am on a 10-day course. Thankfully, not 3 weeks again, but I'm on a 10-day course of antibiotics, a different antibiotic, a very strong antibiotic. Um, Dealing with side effects again. I don't know. So that's where I am. That's where I am today. So I will say that my nose is feeling better. I don't know. I'm worried that I'm going to finish this course of antibiotics and going to find out again that it did not take care of me. I don't know. So anyway, I know that was a really long story, but that sums up everything about why I've had so many doctor's appointments. I mean, part of my thing about having this page is to share my entire journey with people, just to inform, inspire, motivate, encourage. And obviously, part of that kind of a health journey includes, stuff like that too. So I'm just here to share everything I can share with you, and that is part of it, I guess. So, um, anyway, I have been talking for a really long time, so I think that it's probably time for me to stop talking. Um, anyway, if you have any questions, if you have anything at all that you want to say that's nice, feel free to comment or message me. If you have anything to say that's not nice, then please keep it to yourself. Um, Again, I'm starting a YouTube channel, so I'll post the link to that. I would love it, love it, love it. Appreciate it so much if you would subscribe to my channel. I don't really know how often or what content of videos I'm going to be doing, but I'm really going to be focusing on sharing my journey through videos going forward. So I'll post the link to my channel. There's no videos on there right now. I'm hoping by the end of the weekend there will be, though. Um, and again, if you're interested in learning anything about keto, I'm doing a 5-day keto crash course next month, and you are welcome to join my keto community. Um, I don't know, any other questions, just let me know. All right, guys, I will try to talk to you again sooner than what this has been. I know it's been a while, so have a great weekend and talk to you soon. Sorry, my internet froze again. I One thing that I would love to have is good internet. It's never going to happen where I live. Oh well. All right, guys. Have a great weekend.